if you had put your hand
right
and pulled out a Kit Kat or a Twix, you'd have been like,
if I
this
pulled
is
out
great.
a fucking bug, I would have punched him. I'm not kidding. I'm genuinely not fucking kidding. I don't know you. Don't set me up for that.
You're looking at me like I'm the one that hands you the fucking box, dude.
What are you looking for? Who are we looking for?
I was making sure I had brought the whiskey down.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because there have been many a
I thought you were
times.
selling Jimmy Hoffa.
Jimmy Hoffa? Mm-hmm. He's buried underneath the Meadowlands.
He might be.
He is. No doubt in my mind.
Yeah.
How are you, buddy?
I'm alright.
How are the people?
There you are.
Glad to hear it, guys. No, it's 2024.
Well, let's be like Dora. Ready? How are you doing today? That's good.
It's right there. Yo, it's 2024.
It is.
This is
It's another fucking year.
yeah. Lot of realizations, I think that. By the way, I have to immediately address the way I'm feeling right now. Remember I just said I was minty fresh right before we started this? Sitting in some swamp right now.
Yeah.
It's been a rough day for me, gut-wise.
Would you fart?
No, just,
So it's still minty fresh.
you know, for those that don't know,
Right.
one of the first, actually, the very first episode, in fact, the unreleased first episode, we spoke about which direction we wipe, right? And I did a lot of wiping today. I was shitting lava a good majority of the day thus far. I'm feeling a little bubbly at the moment, but we're going to power through this episode.
What, bubble guts?
Yeah. But it's closer to my butthole than it is my stomach. You ever get that feeling? Like you feel like it's right there?
No.
You don't get like that
Not
pressure
really. I mean, the only time
in your ass?
on the way to work, I'll get like a C4 energy drink.
And that goes right through you?
It's zero sugar, so it shouldn't. But it does.
Caffeine goes through you.
Yeah, caffeine goes fucking through you.
So
it is an ungodly shit. Like it is like the most relieving thing.
they're putting in a Starbucks.
Really?
It's almost done in the town that we work in.
Oh really?
Yeah. So if you ever want some Starbies on your way there, I don't know if you're a Starbies boy. I was never a Starbies boy until Victoria got me into Starbies. Now I kind of like some Starbies every once in a while.
You know how we had the speaking of Starbucks, it reminds me. I went to Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah.
Same fucking thing.
Nah. They're mild differences.
It's like McDonald's and Burger King. It's like
yeah, but Starbucks doesn't sell donuts. That's where Dunkin' has a bit of an edge.
yeah, they sell like croissants and shit.
Yeah, like brownies.
Like pastries.
Their brownie is great.
Yeah.
You get that warmed up. Like, can I get that brownie warmed? It's like gooey, chocolatey love. Anyway, you went to Dunkin'. It's a nice hoodie.
Thank you.
Carhartt too.
It is,
I took my Carhartt off.
Yeah, I bought this for work, but I like wearing it.
Yeah, I was there when you bought it, didn't I? Wasn't I there?
No, you were there when I bought the orange one.
The orange one.
Yeah, I bought this one off Amazon.
Good price.
And I would like to show you.
Oh, what are we doing?
It has a little pocket.
You have a mini hood inside the hood.
A mini pocket inside the big pocket.
Inside the kangaroo.
The kangaroo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you see? Have you ever seen?
I'm
the
glad
videos?
you're.
This is ADHD fucking mayhem right now.
Already. Yeah. 3.5 minutes in, we have yet to finish a thought. Legit.
Yeah, let's move on. And then the videos of the baby kangaroos that those people who have pet baby.
Yeah.
I almost said
baby
bamboos.
roos.
I almost said bamboos. It's too.
It's been a long day for us both. I feel.
It's been a long week.
Yeah. We're at the end of it.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, the baby kangaroos that hop in the sack.
Yeah, dude.
Because they.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Marsupials,
So,
bro.
Yeah.
I'm glad to know that
video.
I'm glad to know that I'm not the only person that calls it a kangaroo. The pocket. You know?
Yeah.
I'm surprised that not many people do because it's like that's what it is. I want to think that it was designed based off of that too.
Yeah.
You know, listen. It's not the same kind of pouch, right? The pouch for a roo, the opening is at the top. This is on the side. This is for
us.
humans.
That's more convenient to them because they have arms like this.
Absolutely.
Kangaroos have arms like this, so their pockets go like that. We have arms like this, so our pockets go like this.
It's called the Whiskey Talks podcast, and
we talk only about kangaroos.
We haven't even had whiskey yet. You know what I mean? There have been episodes where we didn't have whiskey. Fuck you guys.
Right.
let's say, we've had this on the show. New York Hudson is a local brand.
Bright Lights, Big Bourbon.
Relatively well known, though, for it being local.
Yeah, looks like
medicine.
medicine.
Tastes like it, too. But a good version of it. Bourbon medicine.
Right. It's like
that good?
It's like, yeah. It's like Nick Miller said on New Girl.
Yeah.
Rubbing alcohol is for outside wounds.
You haven't spoke that quietly in like 30 episodes, so I gotta say.
Am I speaking quiet? I'm sorry.
A little bit. I want to commend you.
It's like
because this is legit the first time I've asked you to speak up since episode 10.
Okay.
So that is over 30 episodes.
Nice.
This is episode 45.
That's good.
You realize that?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, we're.
I'm sorry that I had to have.
We're a middle-aged man.
We are, man. It's like I was gonna say. It's 2024. We're still doing this.
Yeah.
What the fuck's the matter with us? By the way, thank you to everybody listening because the numbers are fucking way better consistently right now.
Really?
Not way better. I guess better for us, right?
Yeah.
We got thousands of people listening to us now.
Okay.
YouTube, I don't know what's wrong with YouTube. I don't know how to get YouTube up.
No.
There's a couple of episodes that have like 400, 500 views. Great, still minimal, but I'm happy about that.
Right.
I don't understand how YouTube has that amount, but Instagram, Spotify, and TikTok are tens of thousands at times.
I was listening to someone talk about TikToks today, and they said TikToks.
TikToks?
TikToks.
TikToks?
Yeah. Thought that was funny. Has nothing to do.
I like this bourbon very much. I always forget that I have it because it's kind of tucked away on one of my shelves in the back. And but it's a nice, easy to drink bourbon. What was that little twitch you do with your eye there?
I don't know.
It's 2024.
It is.
We're still doing this.
It's another fucking year.
We're really close to, our little anniversary, which we really should figure something out to do something different.
Yeah.
I'm thinking we're gonna hybrid. I'm not gonna say it. I'll tell you. We'll keep it a surprise.
Right.
There's a reason why I bought those mics. There's an idea in my head.
Okay.
We're gonna put your acting skills to the test. I know you've always wanted to be an actor, and you got it. You can't buy it. You can't sell it. You don't even know what it is, but you are it. Do you understand me? Oh, you don't think you could be an actor? You don't think that if given the opportunity to be in a Jim Carrey type film, that you wouldn't knock that shit out of the park?
I'm not Jim Carrey.
No. But listen, there's no Jim Carrey 2s here.
Right.
But you don't think you could do a phenomenal job?
Not phenomenal.
You could be the Jordan Love to Aaron Rodgers.
Who am I following up?
Jim Carrey. Which in this case is the Aaron Rodgers.
Well,
I know how much you hate that I made that comparison.
Yeah, Jordan Love isn't shit.
I don't know, dude. He looks good
I'm
again.
saying this 2 days before we verse them in Justin Fields' biggest game as a Chicago Bear.
Should we touch on that now? I was going to touch on it.
Why not? Let's touch on it. Right?
We're touching on it.
Like you did Brett Favre on the island. No, I'm sorry.
Was he on the island? The list came out. You see the list?
Yeah, Stephen Hawking.
We can get into this. Oh my God, the memes that I've seen so far
They're
are
great.
so. Isn't he? He's dead.
Yeah, he's fucking
so
dead.
he doesn't even have to worry about
matter
the
to him.
aftermath of this. But like, you think all the names on that list were diddling
How do you
kids?
think he did it?
Well, here's
Let's not talk about it. But like, I have the question to pose to you. Like, how the fuck?
Before we get there, are we assuming that everybody on that list is guilty of these acts?
For fun, yes.
But okay,
Not for fun. Not for
I was
fun
gonna
is the wrong word. That's the wrong word.
This is the day after I posted the clip of the last episode in which you thought I was gonna say the word kids.
Yes.
After
that was good.
Yeah, I loved it. It was hilarious. Great reception too.
Yeah.
Must I say? But I am under the assumption that this list is only people that have gone to the island, right? Obviously, it's
people that have visited
the island.
Which also Michael Jackson was on the list.
He wasn't actually. He was not on the list.
What?
Yeah, everybody was making a big uproar, like, "Oh, everybody flamed Michael Jackson for being a pedophile," but he wasn't on the list.
I don't think you can say that.
Why not? Pedophile? Oh, sorry. Child attracted person? Fuck off. If you're a sick piece of shit pedophile, that's what you are. That's not.
No, I agree.
I'm not being insensitive. No, they're
I feel
sick
like-
people. I'm not going to be.
No,
I'm not going
I
to
feel
worry
like
about how
the
they
word-
feel
the word-
because they weren't worried about the way those kids felt.
Exactly.
They're
Yeah.
pedophiles.
Exactly.
Let's not get PC
So
with that
YouTube,
word
that's-
here. Child attracted person. That, come on. I think
I gotta
anybody
be
that's
honest.
sane can agree that that's fucking
I gotta be
stupid.
honest. I feel like the word, would you use
Pedophile?
pedophile?
Mm-hmm.
Is like on par with like murderer. It's just what you are if you do it. You know what I mean? Like
I think
it's
the
not
issue
it's
is.
not name calling. It's just what you.
I think the
fucking are.
issue is when it's only alleged.
Right.
That you start throwing the word out. But when we have judicial reasons to believe so and there's a trial behind it, at that point, you are booked for said crime. You are what you eat, which in this case, you would be a child.
You know Ed Gein. You know Ed Gein, right?
I don't think I do.
You know?
I can't say I do confidently, at least. It sounds mildly familiar.
He was the town. He was the town babysitter.
Yeah.
But in his spare time, he would grave rob and
Wow.
dig up
Where?
the bodies. Wisconsin.
Green Bay.
Because it's Wisconsin.
People in Wisconsin.
There's
are
not
good
much else to do
There are
there.
good people out in Wisconsin, though. Like Packers
Never met one.
outside of it.
Never met one.
Everybody I've met from Wisconsin
Never
has
met
been
one.
like an incredibly nice, kind-hearted, like nicer than they should be.
I'll tell you what, they drive like shit.
You been to Wisconsin?
Your Wisconsin license plates.
Those are rentals. Those are rentals
Yeah,
for
they
the most
suck.
part. Yeah.
They suck.
Not as bad as Virginia. I will die on that hill that Virginia is the worst I've ever seen in my lifetime.
Well, Virginia's a lawless town.
It's a state.
It's a lawless town.
Virginia sucks. Sorry for those that live in Virginia. We have Virginia followers, allegedly. Saw it on the map. But we have yet to finish a conversation in 11, 12 minutes.
Yeah.
What do you want to? Which conversation do you want to have right
There's so
now
much.
that we've already kind of touched on?
We've opened a bunch of bags of chips.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We got to start eating them.
yeah.
You know, we've only had
Right.
we'll chip out of each of them.
Right. Which again, another topic. I had bloomin' onion chips today.
Delicious, probably.
Never had a bloomin' onion, but
Bloomin' onion is really good. You ever had an onion
it just
ring?
tastes like a barbecue chip, to be honest with you.
Really? Have you ever had an onion ring?
Yeah.
Bloomin' onion is a much better tasting onion ring, and better, in my personal opinion, and a better texture. We'll get a bloomin' onion at some point. You'll like it. You can't really not.
Bloomin' onion, is that Australian?
Huh?
I can't do it.
What'd you say?
Isn't bloomin' onion Australian?
I don't fucking know,
I
dude.
know it's at what's his
Who
name?
the fuck knows what they're doing down there? All right.
What is it?
Australia, by the way, here comes the heater. Shout out to the heater. Remember
Heater.
back in the old studio, we had the heater come on all the time. Guys, it's winter again. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Winter is coming. Game of Thrones.
Never seen it.
I tried, couldn't do it. I don't. It was a slow start, and for me, I can't do slow starts. I need something that's gonna catch my attention. That's why Reacher was phenomenal.
Oh, you watch Reacher?
Yeah, dude. With the
I've
guy from
been-
Blue Mountain State, Alan Richardson.
He wants to be Batman, if you've heard.
He would be phenomenal.
He would be.
He's
He-
huge.
He was in Titans, and he played Hawk. Hawkman, I'm sorry.
Have you-
Hawkman.
Speak up as much as you can.
Hawkman!
I put the gain all the way down, so speak
Right.
up as well as you can without straining yourself, of course.
Right. No, I've been thinking about watching Reacher.
It's great.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. And there's only, I think, I haven't gone started season 2 yet. Season 1's unreal.
Can
Only
you-
8 episodes.
Can you do me a favor?
Listen, we're not going to do this if I watch Reacher, you watch this shit. Okay? We know how I am with suggestions of shows. I don't take them. Not because I don't want to. I just forget or don't care enough to do so. What do you want me to watch?
No, never mind. You're not gonna.
If you're
No.
going to say Attack on Titan,
No.
I will blow up my own house.
I know, because I know you wouldn't like it.
Is that what you were going to say?
No.
Okay, what were you going to say then?
I was gonna say Barry.
Okay, I'm
very
not
good.
opposed to watching
It's
Barry.
very
I've heard
good.
good things from you and others.
It's very good.
It's not anime. I'll at least
No.
try it.
It's a dark comedy. It's actually very funny.
Should I watch that or The Boys first? Because I never watched that either.
Would The Boys be something you're interested in?
I don't know, dude. Would Barry be something I'm interested in?
I think so.
What exactly is Barry?
Barry is a dark comedy about.
I'm not usually a dark, calm guy.
You don't like dark comedy?
Sometimes I can't stick with it for too long. Because it's just like dark
Like
Peacemaker.
absurd humor.
Peacemaker is the darkest comedy I go for.
It was joyful.
It's kind of where I'm getting at, but it was
Right.
dark at times.
Yeah. Yeah, like this is like it's a like it'll be like making jokes 1 second, then the next second it's tense as fuck. Like it's like
Okay.
tense.
Yeah, I'd say it's
It's neat. It's really cool the way
I'll have
and
to-
the way
I'll
it's
have to at
directed
least
too,
look
and
up
the way it's shot. It's a bit
clips or something like that, because that's how I got Reacher. Like
Right.
I was like, wow, I need to watch this because I saw some unbelievable clips on like Instagram or TikTok or whatever the fuck.
If you like action like that, I think you genuinely like this. And the story's really good too. The characters are really good.
I'll
It's
try.
basically well, I'll give you the premise.
The
Yeah,
reason
that's all I
why,
ask.
another big reason
That's all
why
I
I
ask.
watched Reacher is because it was 8 episodes. Easy, quick, fantastic.
Well, Barry's it's 8 episodes per season. There's 4 seasons.
Okay. Is it an Amazon? Or is it-
HBO Max,
Gotcha.
which
I
they
think
call
I,
Max.
I think I have that. Pretty sure I have that.
Biggest fucking downgrade as far as streaming platforms go. Everyone called you HBO. Oh, it's on HBO. Now what are we gonna call you? A fucking dog's name?
I don't mind it.
It's fucking stupid.
I don't mind it. I just wish everything was on one thing again. If you had TV, you had everything back then.
They're starting to merge.
Yeah, but like like if you think about the amount of streaming services that you probably pay for, Netflix, Spotify for music, like every streaming, like Peacock, you know, Max, Disney Plus,
Oh, but can I give you the premise of Barry?
Hulu. Sure, sorry.
Sorry. No,
No, it's okay. We're doing this. This is what we do.
Right, yeah.
The Whiskey Talks podcast is clearly for those with ADHD. Yeah, clearly.
Yeah. But so Barry is basically. So you know Bill Hader, right?
Yeah, no Bill Hader.
Saturday Night Live,
Yeah,
a lot of
Of
other
course.
stuff.
I'm not a huge Bill Hader guy,
No,
but he's fine.
he acts in it. He's like the star of the show, but he also directs it.
Yeah,
What do you mean, yeah?
like I know that.
Okay.
You've told me this
Okay.
because you have asked me to
Yeah.
watch Barry on a few occasions.
Yeah, I know. I'm a broken record, but it's fine. He's a hitman who wants to become an actor, and it's so fucking good.
I'll at least have to look up some clips, and
Mm-hmm.
if the clips are something that I find interesting,
I'll show you some.
okay,
Yeah.
all right.
I would love to show you some clips.
You know, I really want to. First of all, before we tell what we did, how has your new year been so far?
Oh,
Before you get into what happened to you on New Year's and what happened to me on New Year's. So far, how's your year been since, let's say, you went back to work on the 2nd?
okay.
Fine, right?
Okay, I can't complain.
Nothing's gone wrong.
No.
Yeah, I'd say this is the slowest, but far from the worst start to a year I've had.
Right.
We're 5 days in. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna mark anything up to like, oh, it's gonna be a great year, or oh, it's gonna be a bad year. I have no fucking clue.
Right.
What I do know is I did almost nothing on New Year's. I cooked steaks, mashed potatoes.
That sounds nice.
You know, I stayed home. My wife was asleep far before the ball dropped, and I somehow made it until it said, Happy New Year! And I put my phone down and gets knocked the fuck out. Tell you that. So that was my New Year.
So I went out.
You went out for New Year's?
Yeah. I had fun. It was a lot.
Let me ask you a question.
It wasn't like, wait, what?
Before you even really dive in to your experiences for New Year's, because everybody's got New Year's stories and whatnot. Pete, no, you're gonna tell a story?
Yeah.
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 Are you gonna tell it,
Yeah.
or are you gonna just tell it? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'm gonna leave out like names of.
Well, no, obviously. But give me your raw emotion.
I won't. Listen. I won't. I'm not a music savant by any means.
Okay.
I'm not.
Let me help you here.
No, fuck you.
May I?
Can you? No, fuck you.
Why?
Genuinely, fuck you.
Why?
Why can't I tell it?
Well, I want you to tell
fuck
it.
you. No.
What am
Shut the fuck up and listen.
Well, I just have one thing to say.
What?
You were about to say you're not a music savant, and I
Okay.
think that for outside of your own genre,
Right.
Because you have a lot of music that you do listen to that I would consider you a savant on,
Right.
right? But depending on how comfortable you are with certain like groups of people, you're also not. You have some social anxiety, and you're not a social butterfly when you're not
absolutely.
familiar with
I
certain
fucking
people.
hate people.
When you're not familiar with them.
Yeah.
That's all I was going to say to
Yeah.
preface what you were about to say. Because
This
I feel
sucks
like that's
about-
important.
I wouldn't say like. Okay, but I'm not a music savant. I'm not. I don't. I'm not gonna say I know what's good or not. But I know what makes me want to leave a place is really bad music. It's like I can't convey enough. Like I met the bass player. He was really nice. But they sucked. I'm sorry. Like they were really bad.
So
Like
hold on.
it genuinely sounded like they were all playing their own different songs.
Bring it back. What'd you do on New Year's, dude? Clearly you went to go see a concert of some sort.
I went with
Because I don't 100% understand what you did, to be
Yeah,
honest. I just know that
okay.
there was music involved.
right. So we went to I don't even know where it was. It was an hour and a half away from here.
That's a drive
Yeah.
on New Year's Eve.
Yeah. It was a nice drive with Pete. It was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes going for a road trip's nice.
And it was nice. It was very nice seeing Pete. I want to say that
Always.
off the top. I want to say that off the top.
Yes.
It's very nice seeing Pete.
Never
I
a bad
love
time
seeing
seeing
Pete.
Pete. Never a
Right.
bad time.
So, we get there and we get to the actual like house that the get together is at, right? And like I'm not I'm a plain guy. I'm a plain white male, and I'm not like I don't like I but like it's
Cut and dry.
Yeah,
Simple.
Right.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I was, and I kid you not, the only person that what I perceive, I was the only one dressed normally. And I put air quotes on normally for audio listeners.
I love how you're being as politically correct as you can. I really do love that.
Now, well, you got it.
Of course.
You got it.
We've said some shit on here. I think we can let
course.
loose a little bit.
We can.
Because your raw emotion is great.
These people were very nice, so I won't say anything bad about them. But I just feel like 5-inch heels is a lot. You know what I mean?
5-inch heels is a lot, dude.
Harnesses are a lot. Wearing elf ears is a lot. Painting your face to look like a skeleton is a lot. Guys,
Unless it's Halloween.
Guys, this is New Year's.
You got your holidays fucked up.
Genuine, So
Come on, hey.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Can
No.
I take my time?
No,
Right.
You're let's let it the fuck out.
I am.
I'm so genuinely interested.
Right. Yeah. So
I want to put myself in your head.
the
Like
people at work loved this story too. It was great.
you told it.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. I'm starting to talk more at work. It's great.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. They always say how much they love me, and it makes me feel really good about it
Good.
myself. Because it
Healthy
matters.
working
It
environment.
matters how people feel about me.
Absolutely. To an extent, of course.
Right. Of course. Of course. So we get there and they're like, oh, we have this chest. I won't say it was it was really creative what it was, the box, but I can't say it. I really can't say it.
You can't say it because
It's their band name.
it'll give away. Okay.
It's their band.
Fair
name.
enough.
I can't.
It
And
was
I don't want to basically just say like, oh, these guys are terrible.
Of course.
These guys are terrible.
Let's just say
But
it was just a play on words in which I'm not going to say
I
anything
don't
about
think
it.
we
Just
should-
say it was a play on words.
Yeah, it was.
That's all it is.
Well, yeah, it was clever.
And it was
Yeah.
exactly.
Right.
It's just outside of the norm.
Right. I'm trying to be very careful here.
You are. I think.
Yeah. I'm trying to be as kind as I can.
Absolutely.
Right.
Of
But
course.
Point out the absurdities that I saw.
And but I think that's what makes it.
And I'm not.
Great.
I'm not a judgmental person. I really don't want to. I don't feel I am. Maybe I am. I don't know. I think everyone judges to a certain extent.
Well, you
But-
know what you like. You know what you don't.
Sure.
And some people, well, there's a lot of people that hate or don't like what you like.
Of course.
And vice versa.
Yeah.
You
Different
were
strokes,
just
different
you were
folks.
just out of your element where you went.
Yes. I was not.
Prepared.
Yeah. So, they had this chest, and they're like, oh yeah, reach your hand in there. And I was a couple Crown Apple
Sprites.
sodas.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Crown Apple sodas.
Like
They
seltzer.
sold them in cans.
Really?
Like I don't know, yeah.
Where'd you get those from?
They weren't great. I got them at like my local wine store.
Oh, okay.
They really weren't great.
No.
Yeah, I left
Did you get the
them there.
taste of Crown Apple though?
I bought 2 6-packs. Left it there. No, that's theirs now. I don't want it.
They told you reach in.
Yeah,
Said
they said to reach
box,
into
if
the
you
box,
will, yeah.
right? And I reach in and it's candy. I got like a lollipop, Twizzler, and some other candy. I know I got 3. And we go on with the party. Like things happen. At one point, I'm in the crowd of where the band is playing.
this is at a house.
Yes, it's at the bass player's house.
It's so weird. It's a concert type thing at a house.
They also had a hot dog vendor, but
A lot of people. Yeah. Give me a rough estimate. 100.
I don't fucking know. I didn't count.
But like, it was tight in there.
Yeah, I was agitated the entire time I was there because it was too many people.
Claustrophobic.
Yeah.
Type of- Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, packed house.
I only get claustrophobic with people. I don't get claustrophobic
Even
with
just
spaces.
this little basement, you could pack a lot of people in here.
Right.
Especially if you're up against each other. Yeah,
Right.
you got a lot of people. In
Yeah.
here.
But so we go on. I'm in the crowd, and they're playing their music, and the singer goes, "Can I get a taint chant?" And I'm thinking to my head, I'm thinking in my head, I was like, what? Did they say taint chant? And then everyone around me starts chanting the word taint. Like taint, 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 taint.
Why
like,
that word?
Screaming it.
Why?
I genuinely don't know. It's funny. It's funny. It's absurd. It's
This
funny.
is the last thing you're doing with your time in 2023.
Yeah.
Like taint, 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 taint. And did you join in?
I was shocked. I couldn't. I genuinely because I was thinking after the person said,
Can I get a taint chant?
"Can I get a taint chant?" I was like, "What's a taint chant?" And then everyone starts chanting taint, and I was like, "Oh,
That's a
That's a
taint
taint
chant.
chant.
Dude,
But-
so if you're performing, do you ask for chants, or aren't you supposed to let the crowd do that?
I don't know."
I didn't
think it
you were
depends.
supposed to ask for chants.
Yeah, I don't know, but
I'm all for
so
crowd work.
later on, we come back to that box, right? This is maybe 3 hours after I originally put my hand in the box. I hadn't
Is
eaten
this
the
pre or
candy.
post ball drop?
No, ball has not dropped yet.
Okay.
I don't think.
So we're still 2023 here.
Sure.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know.
Let's just guess.
Time doesn't exist. But so they're like, "Oh, you want to see what was in the box?" And immediately I'm like, "What?
Why is there something in the box?
What do you mean?"
Because you already heard a taint chant. You're already surrounded by, we'll say, unfamiliar
there
types.
are people dressed as elves and skeletons.
It was just very surreal. Is that a fair way of putting it? Surreal.
They were watching the Joker movie.
A lot of red flags.
Joker movie was good.
Great, but
Yeah.
if you're gonna be culting it up,
Not a New Year's movie.
no.
You
want to bring in the new year,
with
popping
Joaquin
Murray?
Phoenix smothering his mother with a pillow.
Literally?
Yeah, that happened in the movie.
No, I said literally.
She killed him. You saw it?
Yeah, I saw
You
it.
did?
I saw Joker. Of
So you
course I
saw the little
Joker.
person when he kissed the little person on the head?
Yes,
It was a great scene.
I think Joker was a very good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I like Joaquin Phoenix. Napoleon was pretty fucking funny.
Yeah.
There was a moment where I saw you getting irritated at us for laughing so goddamn hard, though.
It's a bad pet peeve I have.
It's not
But-
bad. You went to go see a movie. You want to watch the movie. We're all over here cracking the fuck up because it
No,
looked
but I genuinely love that experience of watching a movie with friends. So if it was at a house, I'd be joining in with you, but it's a public space, so I really don't.
Yeah, but there was nobody else there. There was one dude
Yeah,
and a
I felt
kid.
bad for that one, dude, to be honest with
It
you.
was fucking hilarious.
It was.
There was a point in the movie where out of nowhere, it just cuts to Joaquin Phoenix absolutely clapping his wife out. Like,
Twice. He does it
twice.
fucking twice.
Yeah, but there was also a scene where it looked like he was vigorously masturbating from behind, but he was washing his dick, according to Mike. I thought he was washing dishes.
Right. Back to the, sorry. ADD.
Yes.
ADHD.
Whichever.
Whatever the fuck you want.
Both. We got all the D's.
I had, you know.
You know? Just a couple of D's here.
There's a couple of D's. So, yeah, they asked me, like, oh, do you want to see what's inside the box? And I'm thinking, why would I want to see what's in the box?
I thought there was just candy.
Like, that's what I grabbed. It was candy. Yeah. You know, so, and they had, like, little, like, pieces of foam that were hiding what was in there. So you just, like, in, like, a little crevice, you shove your hand in that crevice.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Kind of look like a vagina.
I was hoping to get that.
Yeah. Is that what it looked like?
Sure, I guess.
I wonder if that was intentional.
They peel it back, right?
The curtains, so to
Yeah.
speak.
And I see.
You getting a call?
No. At what time is it? 7:45.
Yeah.
Time to take my medication.
Hey.
I did before I left.
Oh, good for you.
That was my New Year's resolution, to take my medication more because I was not doing well with that.
Not being consistent.
No, not at all.
They say that.
Not at all.
They say that being inconsistent with it is worth it not taking it whatsoever. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, anyway.
So you peel back the curtain, so to speak.
So and I see in that box is candy and live bugs.
You know, when you originally told me this, you never clarified what the bugs were. What kind of bugs were in there?
See, people at my work ask the same question, and I'll
don't.
give you the same fucking answer I gave them. More legs than I fucking wanted.
So you couldn't make out a bug. You're just like already pissed the fuck off.
And that kind of like, I was already like, I get tired at like 8 o'clock at night.
You could be a cranky boy.
And I can't, yeah.
You can be a cranky boy.
I can get really cranky.
Yeah.
I can be
I've seen it.
I can
a
be
lot of
a
times.
fucking difficult little bitch.
I love you though.
Right.
And I'll never trade that away for anything.
Right, of course, thank you.
You know what I mean?
appreciate that.
Ever.
Yeah.
Ever. Look what
But
we've made.
when I get in
Look
a
at
mood,
this. Look at us.
when I get in a mood,
It's over. Everything from that point forward sucks, whether it's great or not. This sucks. Everything sucks. This is fucking stupid.
yeah.
That's Colin.
And-
That is you to a fucking T, dude. If you one little fucking thing, if it pisses you off enough, the whole fucking world should burn in hell. That's Colin. That is the most like huge.
Yeah.
So it doesn't even matter if like I don't even think you would be happy if you were in that mood if the Bears won the Super Bowl. Fucking stupid anyway. I'm fucking cares. Fucking pointless anyway. Some stupid shit. No one fucking cares. We're all gonna be dead one day. We're not gonna remember this. Like that's what you're gonna say.
So, and that kind of like, I was like being like, I'm not a social guy. Or here's where I go to bed very early. I go to bed at 8 o'clock. You know.
Unless we do this.
Right, of course. Well, and this is very relaxed. This isn't. This is not like I'm not.
We're not going out to
You know,
a small rave.
It's not like very loud or very crowded or anything.
We're sitting
like
back,
But,
bullshitting with some drinks.
that. Right. What do you think it was? Piss of shit.
I don't want to think.
Maybe
it
a
was.
bomb.
No.
Maybe the sushi didn't go down right. Who knows? Anyways, but so
after
to bed
you
very
see
early,
said
right?
bugs,
I'm just giving them some
Gotcha.
like. I go to bed very very early. I said I'm going to say that as many fucking times as you'll fucking listen. I go to bed very early. Okay, joke's over. I'm sorry.
so you get tired early because of that.
Yes. And see, the thing is, I am an hour and a half away from home.
You didn't drive.
No. And that wasn't the place that I stayed at either. So it was, yeah.
Where did you stay?
Friend of Pete's.
Nearby?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, but so by like 9 o'clock, I was like ready to go home, and I know that's not a New Year's party. I know that's not.
Yeah,
I
but
know I'm wrong for that.
you were just outside of your element, man.
I'm not a New Year's guy.
Did you have any idea what you were getting into, like, beforehand?
I didn't ask questions. I see something I like to do is go on trips and not ask questions.
Okay, you like to...
Sometimes it turns out really good. Sometimes it turns out where I get really stressed and upset. But I like seeing Pete, and Pete makes me happy.
Absolutely.
So
yeah.
It was very...
So you had no idea, but you were completely blindsided.
No.
Is that fair?
I knew a band was playing.
But you didn't know anything else about it, really.
And fun fact, I mentioned the name of the band to one of my coworkers.
You heard of them?
And he looked them up. And he just goes, "Oh, man, they're terrible."
Oh, my God. So does Pete listen to this band? Shout out Pete, by the way.
Shout out Pete. Shout out Pete.
Seriously.
I don't think so.
So what made him want to go?
They're
People that he
they're
knew?
friends with.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
He's friends with the people who are friends with. It's a whole fucking thing.
It's like a whole ring around the
I didn't
rosy
ask.
type shit.
I'll be quite fucking honest with you. I didn't fucking.
You
ask.
just got in the car.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're setting yourself up for a disaster.
I like the mystery. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, but a lot of the time you don't like the way it turns out.
You know
I
what?
think it's good though, because you put yourself out there sometimes,
you gotta.
and you don't acknowledge it sometimes.
Yeah.
But you did. You put yourself out there.
Yeah. I don't really go out much either. So that put me in a mood for the rest of the night. Like,
Pissy Colin is sometimes one of the hardest people to deal with.
yes.
And I love you with all of my heart. Let me preface this whole thing. I really do. Mm-hmm. And there's never been a time where I haven't that's Colin. I get it. It's just Colin. He'll be all right. Right?
Right.
But in those moments, you get so fucking mad that sometimes I just gotta let you be mad. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's like, there's nothing I'm gonna do that's gonna help this guy. He's gotta go through the waves and the emotions. So I'm like, all right, we haven't started driving back home from Ocean City yet? Okay. You're going to have to wait, dude. I don't know what else to tell you. You didn't drive. You know, you told me you didn't want to drive. You kind of die with the sword that you drew, you know?
Yeah.
So you, for the rest of the night, are just like, fuck this. And fuck everyone.
I was cordial. Like, I
Oh,
wasn't.
you are.
Right. You know, but I wasn't, asking anyone questions about themselves.
You were quiet unless
I
you
did
did
not.
not speak unless spoken to.
I'll be honest with you, I didn't want to speak to anyone. And I know that's not what you're supposed to do at a New Year's. You're supposed to be like, "Hey!" You know? I wasn't like that.
You were like this. Just waiting for the time to pass.
Yeah.
I've seen that. I've witnessed that firsthand.
Yeah. And it kept, I'm not a neat freak. My room's a fucking mess, right? But I really don't like it when food gets on the kitchen floor and people just keep stepping on the food. It fucks me up. It it fucks me up. And if I step on it, it's done. And by the way, if you're gonna put bugs in a box with candy, you might as well kick me in the fucking face. Genuinely. That's just insane. That's insane. I didn't spend enough time on the bugs in the box.
I don't think you did.
That's fucking insane. For New Year's?
Were they wrapped up?
They were crawling around.
No, I'm saying was the candy at least in the wrapping so they were protected?
No, they're not fucking protected.
I really wish I knew what bugs were in there.
Bugs shit. Bugs have to shit. They're shitting all over the candy.
I really want to know what the bugs were.
Millipede, centipede, whatever the fuck.
Oh, they were all
What are
those?
fucking legs.
But it was only those? Were they like roaches and shit?
I didn't look enough. I saw one and I was like, there's bugs in there.
I'm gonna choke, bro.
Right.
I'm starting to cough. So
I can't stress enough.
where
That's
the whole
fucking
hold on,
Halloween?
time out. Who gathered them?
I didn't ask.
Who's like, Yeah, this is great. Where'd they pull them all? Hold on. We're not asking. You didn't ask. That's okay. But at this point now, it's time to ask the questions. You're out of there, right? Who the fuck gathered
You know
these
what's
fucking
crazy
bugs?
too? They were like, "Oh, let's get some candy."
Oh, you know what'd be great?
Bugs.
Let's just dump a bunch of millipedes in here. Those things are fucking disgusting.
Because people love. You know what people
Was
love?
there a lot of them?
I told you. I looked at one and I was like.
So
I
it could have just
immediately
been a
backed
few,
away.
right? It couldn't have been. It could have possibly. I'm not saying it was or wasn't.
A few. One's a fuck enough.
Oh, I agree.
Okay.
I agree. But
Okay.
can we also agree, right?
Mm-hmm.
Murder is bad one
Right.
time.
Right.
But if you kill 300 people, holy shit.
Right. Right. But one
in this-
sullies the other, I feel like.
Agreed.
Yeah.
But if you had put your hand
Right.
and pulled out a Kit Kat or a Twix, you'd have been like,
If I
this
pulled
is
out a
great.
fucking bug, I would have punched him. I'm not kidding. I'm genuinely not fucking kidding. I don't know you. Don't set me up for that.
You're looking at me like I'm the one that handed you the fucking box, dude. What if you? Yeah, what if you did?
I would have freaked the fuck out. Genuinely, I would have freaked the fuck out, and I would have made them drive me home. I'm not kidding. I'm really not
I
kidding.
want to give me the fuck out. I just imagine you pulling one up, dropping it, and just fucking socking something. I was gonna say some dude.
And they were nice.
But we don't know.
They were nice, right? Like
Yeah.
they were nice people,
Yeah, but everybody's nice till you pull a bug out of a box.
right? That's what they say. That's what they say.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I really don't think that's a New Year's activity.
say Dahmer was
and
a great guy.
I just think that's really fucked up. Like Dahmer was a class clown,
That's what I'm saying.
but
It's like you must have had a target on your back because
target
You-
on my back.
in the sense that everybody's there for the most part that was there kind of all fit the vibe. They're dressed a certain way, you know, they're partaking in whatever activities
I was
going on.
wearing the sweater I wore last episode.
Yeah, that's out of fucking place
Yeah,
for where you were. I know a little bit more about it than you've told, clearly.
right.
You stuck out. Nothing wrong with that, right?
Right.
But you had a target on your back. It had to have been because you were like, let's get this guy. You know what I mean?
I don't think they.
No
ever
malicious
thought
intent whatsoever. But you're the guy to mess with in a playful manner in their heads, not playful to you.
No, I don't think they were messing with me. I think
Colin,
that
you
was
don't think
just
it's a
their
fucking
idea.
practical joke to ask you to reach into a box without telling you there's a shitload of millipedes in there? You don't think that's a practical joke?
Yeah, maybe.
You're trying to
but
sit
I'm
here
a
and
good
tell
sport.
me that they thought
I'm a
this
good
guy's
sport.
going to love this.
I'm a good sport.
You weren't.
I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything.
Oh,
I
that's
said,
what I was going to ask next. Is what was your response to when you saw the bug? Did you
Okay.
say anything?
Okay, so open up the lid, and I'll do my. Oh,
That was it? Yo, good on you.
not what I was fucking thinking.
You're better than me.
you
better than me.
motherfucker! Why are you doing? Why'd you do this?
So you
Why
didn't,
did you do
didn't
this?
vocalize any of your emotions.
No, it was all kept inside.
Did you vocalize them to Pete on the way home?
No.
You kept that shit to yourself too.
What
did you? Because you had
Did
to
I
be like.
tell him how much I didn't like the bugs? I don't know if I told him how much I did not like seeing the bugs.
Did Pete get a kick out of it?
I don't know.
Did Pete pick up on the fact that you were angry?
Pete reached in the box too when he got candy.
Yeah, but I think Pete would have been a better sport. He probably would have went along with it, is what I'm saying. You wouldn't have enjoyed it. Pete probably would have been like, because Pete's the type of guy, whatever the vibe is, Pete's matching that shit.
Right.
Pete's
He's a
having a
good
good
guy.
time.
He's a
He
good
knows how to match the energy.
Yeah.
He's great at that.
He drank an entire bottle of Kraken.
It's very possible Pete would have pulled out a middle of people and been like, yeah! You know what I'm saying?
He grabbed out an entire. Wait, no, you fucked me up.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
He killed an entire bottle of the Kraken,
Yes.
which is a lot. How big is a bottle? This big?
It's rum. Bigger.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
He's a big Kraken guy.
Big Kraken guy. He loved Kraken. But I will say, best part of the night was.
There was a best part?
Yeah.
Was there a best part or a least bad
Best part was spending time with my good friend Pete.
Well, absolutely.
Genuinely.
Yes, of course.
But
That's a great way to spend a New Year with your buddy.
right. But second best was they gave us.
What the fuck is that? Why are you smacking me with it? What is this?
Grab it.
Don't tell me not to grab it. You're smacking me with this, you fucking prick. You're gonna hurt me. Cunt. Jesus Christ! Stop. What is that? A fucking worm?
Yeah, I don't know.
Let me see it.
Yeah.
How the fuck do you like it, asshole?
I don't,
Fuck you.
I don't.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
It's so much more scary.
Why did they... First of all, I don't know what's on there. To be perfectly honest with you.
I didn't do anything with it.
No, you didn't.
I
Where'd you
let
get it?
I let my cat play
Where'd you
with
get it?
What?
Where did you get it?
At the place.
Yeah.
But
And I'm supposed to be like, let me touch that?
that's fine.
I've heard not great things.
No, they're not great things, but not, but it's not.
If they're putting bugs in boxes, what the fuck is...
Different strokes for different folks.
You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to say it.
That fit the vibe.
I'm going to say it.
I don't think. I don't know.
I'm not going to say anything that condemns anybody other than you.
Right.
You got all bent out of shape
Right.
because somebody put a millipede next to some candy. At least you got something out of that.
I didn't eat the candy after that.
No, you didn't eat the candy after that. But you know what?
I didn't get anything.
Did any of them come on some fake tits and have us motorboat them? Did anybody do that? Did anybody in that place
Why are you
do
saying
that?
make? I didn't make anyone do anything.
You know
I didn't
damn
make
well
anyone do anything.
what you did.
I didn't make anyone do anything.
Not telling the truth is still lying.
You didn't ask me, Colin.
I don't
did
give
you
a
come on
fuck.
these tits?
You shouldn't
never
have
asked.
to. You shouldn't
didn't
have
ask.
to. You didn't ask if there were bugs in the boxes.
No.
Yeah,
I
you're a
shouldn't
piece of
have
shit.
to.
Yo, I shouldn't have to ask if there's cum on the tits. I should not have to ask. I never motorboated said tits. Not one time. Did I grab it? I grabbed a tit or two.
Oh man.
So who the fuck are you?
I mean, it wasn't with soap, but it was with water. Like it wasn't, So it wasn't on
Fuck
there.
you.
It wasn't
I don't care.
crusty.
I don't care. I rather would have reached into the box of fucking millipedes.
Really?
Probably.
I
Yeah.
would have rather motorboated cum tits.
If it was your own,
I don't care.
that's kind of weird.
Then pick up a bug
Yeah, shoving your face on someone's cum.
or picking up a bug.
I'll pick up a bug. You know how many times in my life I've picked up bugs?
What are you afraid of cum?
I don't want someone's bodily
I
fluids
get
on
to
me.
feel tits.
They weren't even real tits.
Doesn't fucking.
It matters.
I'm saying. Well, we're
No.
talking hypothetical.
No, we're not talking hypothetical. I'm talking exactly what the fuck happened. Don't dance around this shit like you're at some
I'm not
sort of
dancing.
shitty concert in someone's basement.
I'm not. I wasn't.
Yeah, I know.
I can't. Fuck. I just don't want to. I don't want to be mean. It was just like
You said, listen,
genuinely the worst thing I've ever heard in my life.
what would you say the genre was? You could say that. We're not giving away names. We don't want to
know.
out anybody, but like what can you remember what you heard other than the Tane chant? Because that doesn't leave your brain.
Noise. Just noise.
You remember lyrics at all?
No.
Would they any lyrics?
Not that I can understand.
But they were singing.
Maybe.
They had to have been singing.
I don't know.
You and I are gonna eat this millipede with this Kit Kat.
But they did have a hot dog vendor.
I don't know, dude. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro.
But unfortunately, the hot dogs were boiled.
I don't know a boiled hot dog
Fucking
from time
hate
to time.
boiled hot dogs.
Victoria prefers a boiled hot dog.
Yeah, my little brother my little brother prefers a microwaved hot dog.
To each their own.
No,
I prefer
it's on the
grilled.
grill.
I prefer grilled wien.
It's grilled or nothing.
I'm on your side here,
Right.
but so what was there anything that happened for the remainder of the night after you discovered the bugs?
I know I not begged, but I pleaded to go home many times
To Pete.
before 12.
To Pete.
And I feel bad about that because that's a party pooper, but you know.
Listen, your party was pooped on. Fair to say?
Sure.
It's fair to say. Was the intention to poop on your party? No, but it happened.
Oh, no. They
Your
just happened-
intention wasn't to do anything.
Yeah. Why are you making this about me, though?
I'm saying your intention wasn't to do anything as far as poop on anybody else's party.
Right.
You had become uncomfortable.
Are you still mad about that? Because I apologize.
I just thought it was.
It wasn't in malicious intent. It was
I
I
understand.
genuinely forgot that I came on the tits.
I was pretty mad at the time.
I couldn't help
I was
myself.
not gonna lie to you. I told you that. I was pretty
Yeah.
fucking angry at the time.
Would you say that's the angriest you've been at me?
Yeah.
Wow.
By a long,
That's crazy.
long shot. I don't
Is
think
that-
I've really been
Is that
angry
because
at you.
like I don't make you?
Yeah, I don't think
Okay.
you make me
That's
very
nice,
angry.
at
You
least.
pissed me off a few times.
Right.
Like, and specifically when you're pissy.
Right.
But like,
Yeah.
I've pissed you off a dozen or tens of dozens of times.
Oh, really?
I'm a prick.
No.
I'm a fucking asshole. Some of my favorite people I piss off deeply. And half the time, I know I'm doing it, and I'm really enjoying it. Like, my coworkers, love those guys. I piss them the fuck off, because I make fucking jokes all day long. You know who you are. You know who all of you are, if you're listening. I'm pissing people the fuck off. That's okay. I realize the error of my ways at times.
Right.
But yeah, that was easily there was only ever one time I wanted to punch you in the face. It was then.
Really?
I wanted to hit you. Not because of me.
No, yeah.
Not because of me.
No, I know.
You know, I'm sure you know.
Yeah.
But no, I'm so, like, it's a long time ago.
Right.
And we're chilling. I just thought that was funny as
when
fuck.
we hit 1 million, John will punch me in the face.
I won't do that. We have a video, you know, there was a time where you wanted to punch me in the face on the podcast.
When?
When I tried to make you choose between cats and dogs. And I kept on saying you were a bitch because you couldn't take a side. And you said, I'll punch you in the fucking face. Well, I'd be a bitch then.
Oh, I would never, though.
I know. I don't really
What if
know.
I just played with this for the rest
You
of the
had that in your
episode?
pocket this entire time?
Yeah.
What else you hiding in there? What else you got in your pockets? Oh, you put your... Happy New Year, guys. Happy fucking New Year. So, Colin, while you were out getting your taint blasted by fucking millipedes...
Oh.
Yep. I was home with my wife for New Year's.
That's the dream.
And I'll tell you something. Part of me was like, this is nice.
Mm-hmm.
I cooked us the best filet mignons anybody on this earth has ever cooked, and I say that with a heavy heart.
Mm-hmm.
Left hand to the sky, let me tell you. Gordon Ramsay, come see me. Guy Fieri, you ain't got a shot. Anybody out there that wants to challenge me for who makes the best fucking steak on this planet, come to me. See me. I'm about that.
Come to me.
I'm about that fucking life. Okay? So anyway, I made us the best steaks
He's about that life.
of all time.
Right.
To an extent, yeah, it's a great night. But that's the first time in at least 15 years that I didn't go out and enjoy myself with a bunch of friends or a big party with relatives. Mm-hmm. There was one time I went to a big party with relatives, which was wonderful. But yeah, dude, every other year when the ball is dropped, we've done something. We didn't do anything this year, and that's fine. Most people that we know didn't do anything. They were either with their significant others, they stayed home, and I wasn't mad at it at all.
Right.
But there was a little tiny piece of me that had some FOMO when the ball dropped.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was like, I should be like 40 beers deep. That's alcoholism. And if I want to bring in the new year, dude, this is the first time I've drank all year, technically.
Oh.
Easily.
Yeah.
Last time I had an alcoholic beverage was before
been a year.
Christmas, I think. So there's a little bit of a gap in the audio. I'll try to fix it. You know, we'll see how that goes.
Right.
Yeah, this just needs a very light tap. It could have been me.
Huh.
I need to get.
It was right when I put the glass down.
I
so
think
it was
I need to
probably
get a
me.
new cord for it, but
Yeah.
be that as it may, now I know roughly what the time is, so we'll
Right.
keep going for a little bit. But
Yeah.
yeah, dude, I would have liked to have done something to an extent, but I'm also not upset with what I ended up doing because honestly, going into planning for what we were thinking about doing for New Year's, my wife and I were like, "What do you want to do?" And then it's almost like both of us were trying to see, like, does the other person want to go do something? Because neither of us really wanted to. Mm-hmm. We were both tired.
Right.
It had been a long week. We're like, and Victoria had said it first. She goes, honestly, I'm okay if you just want to stay home, like, unless you want to do something. But if you want to stay home, I'm fine with that. And I was like, honestly, that sounds like exactly what I want to do. Mm-hmm. So I don't regret not going out for New Year's.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. You would you, if you could go back, would you still go on?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't think I think you would have hung out with Pete.
It's a nice story.
Yeah.
I don't regret it.
But
People were
would you
nice.
do it again?
Would I go there
If
again
Pete
on a
said,
separate
hey,
occasion?
let's do this again. Don't fucking be honest. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. I wouldn't.
I mean,
I wouldn't have even gone the first time.
yeah, I don't know.
It's not everything is for everyone,
Right.
and there's nothing wrong with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
What are your New Year's predictions?
For what?
Who do you think is going to die? I think Chris Pratt's going to die.
Famous people. Why the fuck would you say Chris Pratt's gonna die? What makes you think that?
Just calling it.
I don't know. It's gonna be an athlete in there probably. It's terrible that we're even saying this. There is something I want to touch on, New Year's kind of related, but I want to kind of do that for our next episode because it's going to take much longer than, roughly 6 minutes will. I really don't want to talk about who's going to die in the new year.
Right.
Because I'm just hoping it's not. Listen, I don't wish death upon anybody.
It's all about positivity.
But I'll tell you right now, I can't handle somebody I care about dying again. I just can't do it.
Yeah.
I just can't. You know what I'm saying?
It really
Brought the mood down.
brought the mood down a bit.
It's okay. Hey, listen. You ended and brought in a year.
I still think Chris Pratt, but
You ended and brought in a year in an unorthodox manner. And since then, you've had the most normal week to start a year that there could have had, right? It's been a normal week.
it was enjoyable. Yeah.
This is a big weekend. And we'll quickly... I think this is going to be our last 5 here. We, at the very beginning of the episode... I don't know. What are you singing?
Sorry, still stuck in my head. I'm sorry.
Colin is very, very, very passionate about what I'm about to talk about, but I'm going to give my position on it first before you get in there, because I want your thoughts to fester. You already know what I'm going to talk about, or no? Huh?
Yeah.
We were going to touch on the whole Justin Fields Bears thing, and listen, not everybody that listens, in fact, most people that listen to our podcast don't give a shit about football. Right? But there's a few that do, and, we upload some clips talking about it every once in a while. We all know Colin's a big Bears fan, and at times... Colin might actually be a bigger Justin Fields fan than a Bears fan. Fair?
He's my quarterback.
Is it fair to say that at times you are more of a Justin Fields fan than you are a Bears fan?
Well, to say that I'm more of a Justin Fields fan would say that I would follow Justin Fields to his next team, which
Correct.
I would not do.
Yes.
So I would say
But you would defend Justin Fields before you would defend the organization, which is exactly what you've done for the last 3
organization's
years.
a shit show.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm going to give my opinion. For as long as we've been alive, and even slightly more, I'd say, the Packers have owned you guys.
Yep.
And that's just, like, for the most part, Eagles and the Cowboys have owned the Giants.
Aaron Rodgers said it, and I fucking hate that he said it.
Fuck
He's
him.
right. Yeah, fuck you.
Fuck
you,
Brett
Aaron
Favre.
Rodgers.
Again.
And Brett
fuck
Favre.
you,
Fuck
sue
you.
us, pussy.
And Jordan Love. Fuck you.
Fuck all you.
Whole Trinity.
All right.
Fuck you.
Let me...
Kick your ass Sunday.
Well, so the Bears go into Lambeau this weekend in what could be... Now, don't tell me... I know we all know... Pretty much all Bears fans have the consensus we want Fields. They chanted it, right? Mm-hmm. So you don't have to go on your you can if you want, but you don't have to go off about how much you would rather have Fields right now in this situation, right? But Justin Fields hasn't beat them. That's what the Bears need to do to break whatever mold that they're in. Mm-hmm. So Justin Fields goes into Lambeau this year, and he's on a fucking roll right now. The Bears are on a roll right now. They really are. 7-8 is their record. Listen, I agree. Or it's 7-9, right? 7-9 is their record? 7-9 is their record right now, which I agree. Obviously, not a great record. Mathematically speaking, there is still a potential that they can make the playoffs. Or there was until, like, somebody...
we just got eliminated.
Yeah, you guys just got eliminated. Either way, for the first half of the season, nobody saw you guys finishing this good.
No,
and I think most of that is Fields. Without a doubt. A lot of players have stepped up, but Fields especially. If he goes into Lambeau and has a great game and is the reason, now fuck the score, if he's the reason, which he ultimately would be, that you guys beat the Packers in Lambeau, keep him.
Right.
It's Fields' team because there is nobody that's worn that jersey that the fan base and the players will get behind more than they would Fields if he does it. Mm-hmm. Now, they're already behind him. I'll admit to that.
Right.
I'll submit to that. If he doesn't win. Mm-hmm. I know that you hate this scenario. I know you do. Mm-hmm. And that's okay. but it works out in the end either way.
No, it doesn't.
It's going to work out no matter what happens. I think
I'm
it
gonna say
works
right
out.
now, Caleb Williams is not going to be shit.
Listen, before we go into that, I genuinely, wholeheartedly believe that if I was a fan of the Bears, I am really excited for the future no matter which way it goes. Because you're either going to have Fields, who's already been there, who the guys love, who's clearly talented, and hope to God gets a coach that is competent enough to scheme something for him. Right? Because you're starting to get some players in there. You got DJ Moore,
Yeah.
best decision they've made
Yeah.
in years. Great move. Plus, you got the number 1 pick that you could, if Fields wins, trade down for Marvin Harrison, give somebody that number 1 over pick to let them grab Caleb Williams, and stockpile great players. That's a great scenario.
Right.
Now, listen. If the scenario turns out to be Caleb Williams and not Justin Fields' trade value is at an all-time high. You'll get multiple picks for him. I know you don't want it. I'm just saying, you'll get multiple picks for him. And listen, Caleb Williams, people have their back and forths about it. I don't. If you just watch the tape and just look at him, his name isn't even on the back of the USC jersey. You're just looking at a number 13 red jersey. That kid is unfucking believable and is doing things. Listen, you never know who translates into the NFL. You never know. No one's a lock. Andrew Luck was the closest. John Elway. You could say Trevor Lawrence was almost a lock. Listen. He is doing things that nobody in the professional league is physically capable of, and I'll say including Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes and him, listen, he's got the same arm talent, better athleticism. It's insane.
Against college players.
With he's got a horrible offensive line
Yeah,
and
but
a
it's
horrible
college.
defense against a bunch of players that will be in the NFL.
Jameis Winston balled the fuck out.
Not
in
like
college.
him. There's only one quarterback that I'll say has looked this fucking good. And I still don't think he's looked that good going into the draft, and that was Andrew Luck.
Yeah, what happened with them?
It wasn't his fault he retired. It was the Colts.
Right.
He was great. Andrew Luck, had he not retired, shout out PJ, sorry buddy. Andrew Luck, had he not retired, Colts would have won a ring by now. Easily.
I can't stress enough how much I just don't like Caleb Williams.
I just don't think you have a reason to not like him except for your loyalty
He wants
to Fields.
part ownership.
That was his father.
Okay.
And Caleb Williams is not like he
I don't want
never
his
said
dad.
that. Okay, that's fine. That's not his fucking fault.
It's unnecessary drama.
Listen, man, I think that kid is going to be so fucking incredible.
I think he's going to set whatever team he goes to, he's going to send him back 5 years.
Dude, listen, you know how great CJ Stroud was this year? I'm not saying Caleb Williams is going to have the greatest rookie quarterback season of all time. Whoever gets Caleb Williams is set for the next 10, 15 years. They're set. Assuming that all
Yeah,
this...
if he goes to a good team and he's happy on that good team, but if he goes to a shitty team, he's going to be unhappy and he's not going to fucking play well.
I don't see him as that type of player. I really don't.
do.
But you've never even seen an interview with him.
From what I've seen, yeah, I've seen interviews with him. What do you mean?
What have you seen him say
On
out of his
Instagram.
mouth? What have you heard him say out of his mouth?
What do you
Seriously.
mean?
What
am I
negative
supposed to
things has
give
he...
you quotes?
Yeah. If you're claiming that you don't want him because of either an ego or an attitude-related problem, you have to have that from the source. You can't get mad because his dad's a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
I agree. Caleb Williams is incredible. He's outstanding.
In college.
I watched this dude, it does not matter.
Yes,
It does matter.
It does matter.
It does matter. And listen, there is a possibility, because it's college and the NFL, that he could be a complete bust. He's not going to be.
I think that it's going to be.
Listen,
I really
you
do.
were in love with Zach Wilson. I told you he was going to be a bust. That was a
When
bust.
was I in love with Zach
You
Wilson?
said Zach Wilson was
I
going to
was
save
in
the
love with
Jets.
Mitchell Trubisky.
You said Zach Wilson was going to save the Jets.
I
You
thought
did.
so. I thought so.
I said it.
Just
Listen,
like
I'm
you
not
think
saying...
Caleb Williams is going to save whoever he goes to.
I think that whatever team he goes to, he will easily within 3 years be a top 5 quarterback in the league. And I mean that wholeheartedly.
If he gets into a good situation, but how many people get into like a bad...
Here's the thing. People say if he gets into a good situation. His situation at USC wasn't that good of a situation.
It's college. It's different.
It's not that different. Listen, what I'm saying is we're not comparing apples to apples. I will submit to that. We're not comparing apples to apples.
Right.
Situationally, all things created equally, he is playing offensively. He's got a good scheme. He doesn't have good protection. He has a horrible defense. They lost a lot of games this year. Almost all those games, they scored 40 points. Kid's fucking insane.
That's how college goes.
He's running.
I went to a Tennessee game and they scored 60 points.
He's
That's
running
just
in a
how college
figure
goes.
8.
And that was Malik Hooker, and he's the third stringer on the Lions.
I could
and
argue.
He played fucking phenomenal.
I could argue. And I love Fields. I said when they drafted Fields, he's the guy. Did I not?
Yeah.
I said he's the guy. Caleb Williams fits your offense better than Justin Fields does. As horrible as that might sound to you. Caleb Williams' skill set is fit almost exactly to a T for what the Bears are good and bad
how
at.
much I don't want him.
I understand that, and that's okay.
I don't think you do. You love him.
I don't. I love his talent.
Right. I hope they trade the pick to the Giants so the Giants can pick Caleb Williams.
I want nothing more than the Giants to get him, but I know we're not in that position, and we can't give
You
up
want
that
Daniel
money.
Jones. Daniel
don't.
Jones is your guy.
I don't want Daniel Jones. I never.
I'm not
wanted
saying
Daniel
you.
Jones.
I'm saying the organization. They're not moving.
I don't know
Daniel
what the
Jones.
fuck they want because Dable.
I know
I don't
exactly.
think Brian Dable wants Jones.
Why would
That's the
fuck would
thing.
he?
Brian Dable's a great coach, but this is. Listen, Caleb Williams is at his best off script.
And
The Bears don't have a good offensive line, and that has been the reason. Coaching aside, obviously coaching's been a problem. That has been the reason Justin Fields has had some struggle because he has no fucking time. Caleb Williams makes time better than anybody and stays behind the line of
Seen all the
scrimmage.
videos of Justin Fields escaping the pocket.
Listen, I have. I'm not saying Justin Fields is not that guy. I'm just saying
I think
Caleb
right now
Williams.
he's better than Caleb Williams.
Justin Fields has 3 years in the NFL. I understand what you're saying with the whole you'll kind of be set back from a chronological.
He would be set back.
I'm not saying that Caleb Williams is immediately going to be better than Justin Fields. But in 3 years.
I think when he gets traded to a good team in 4 years, he might do good like Baker Mayfield.
I'm not sure he's going to go to a. I'm not
He's
sure
a Baker Mayfield.
You have no idea what Caleb Williams is if you're comparing to Baker Mayfield. Some people, the only thing that they compare is that in college they were good off script.
Okay.
They're not the same. Caleb Williams has every bit of the arm talent as Josh Allen, Justin Herbert, Patrick Mahomes. Justin Herbert's got a good arm. He didn't have a great arm.
Right.
It is not at that level. It's the level right below it. Caleb Williams might be at least at or above all of them. I understand I'm making you mad.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I just don't like Caleb Williams.
That's okay.
I want nothing to do with him.
I think
Hope he goes to the fucking Packers.
I would-
wanna
I
beat his
would-
ass every
I
2 times
do-
a year.
I do think that in the situation that you're in, especially if Fields wins, it should be him. Because it's hard to have a locker room love their guy that much.
Yeah.
Right?
That doesn't just happen. That didn't happen with Trubisky.
Without a doubt.
It didn't happen
Without
with
a doubt.
Cutler.
It doesn't happen with a lot of players in the
Right.
NFL. There's not a lot of guys in the NFL that are
I got to be honest. I think this is the first quarterback that Chicago's had that the city has liked
and the team.
and the team.
Yes. Without a doubt. Listen, I
The
know
problem
I
is,
know that
I don't know if ownership likes him.
I'm talking all of this about Caleb Williams. I don't want it to seem like I'm taking anything away from Fields because I'm not. Because I think he's a really great player,
Right.
and I think his potential is incredible. I'm saying these things not because I want you to think that Caleb is the guy for you
not.
guys, but what I am saying is if the scenario
convince me.
happens, if it happens, you should not think that you're fucked. You really shouldn't. I understand the disappointment because your player wouldn't be the number one. He wouldn't be your quarterback.
No, my disappointment would be immeasurable because my quarterback's Caleb Williams.
I'm telling you right now, you wouldn't be upset within a year, maybe 2.
A year?
You probably wouldn't even be upset. I can tell you.
I think maybe if he sat behind a guy for a year, I think he'd be. But I just really
Disagree.
Yeah, his ego would get in the way.
Huh? No, he doesn't have an ego. Like that's the thing. Like people think Caleb Williams has an ego. He doesn't.
Okay.
He doesn't.
All right.
Like he is almost. He's not great at the podium like Jalen Hurts or Dak Prescott or somebody like that just knows what to say. That he could work on. Absolutely. That's the easiest thing to teach a quarterback. He does not have an ego. He's insanely fucking talented. Insanely talented. If for some reason the Bears decide that that's the direction that they want to go, we'll come back to this conversation in a year. I promise you, you will be turned around on it. I understand the passion for loving Fields because he has been that guy.
I just haven't seen a thing I like from Caleb Williams besides his play. He's a good player. I won't say he's not a good
Dude,
player.
have you actually watched his highlights?
Yeah.
Stupid.
He's a quarterback.
Dude, no, he's not a quarterback. He's much more. I can watch college football players. Listen, I know I'm sucking them off right now. The only player that I've ever watched two players that I've ever watched in college football where I could not turn off the tape because of how mesmerized I was by how good this shit was, and I didn't think he'd be good in the NFL. I thought one could be. I knew one wouldn't be. I thought Tebow was amazing.
Right.
I didn't think he was going to be good in the NFL.
Right.
I loved watching Johnny Manziel because I knew he wasn't going to be good in the NFL. But in college, he was the most entertaining player to watch. I can't turn off Caleb Williams' tape because I'm looking at that shit thinking, how the fuck is that possible? Because it's not.
I just, you say, oh, he scored 40 points. Malik Hooker scored 70 points when I watched him in Tennessee, and he's the third stringer for the Lions. So I just don't think it translates. I don't think it translates.
It happens. No, I understand what you're saying. There's a lot of things that
And
don't
Malik Hooker's
translate.
great. I'm not
There's a
saying
lot
he's
of
not
things that
great.
don't translate from college to the NFL. You know what does translate? You know what does? Athleticism, arm talent, and the ability to read a defense. He's got all three of them, and he's better than everybody at it, especially in college right now. The only person that's even somewhat in the conversation is Drake May in North Carolina, and he's not playing against the same level of competition. People are mad at that. People say, oh, he played it. No, he didn't. Caleb Williams is playing most of the best teams in college football. The Pac-12 was insane this year. Anyway. Colin.
These last 10 minutes have been rough. Just watch you suck Caleb Williams' dick for 10 minutes.
He's phenomenal.
Okay.
Listen, I hope you guys keep Fields, and I hope he's the guy. Caleb Williams is going to be great.
I doubt it. I genuinely fucking doubt it.
All right. Hey.
I couldn't be more on the opposite side.
I just feel like you say that without any reasoning. I feel like you say that only because you don't want him in a Bears uniform. Because
I don't want to see him in a fucking Bears shirt at all.
Because you want Fields, though. If you didn't have Fields, I promise you'd be fucking drooling over this motherfucker right now.
Okay, yeah.
That's all. That's the only argument I'm making.
We would have no fucking wins.
That's the argument I'm making, though.
Okay.
My argument is not that.
So if there was no quarterback on the roster, then I'd want
if it wasn't Fields, then you would be so fucking excited for Caleb Williams.
Okay.
Is that fair?
Probably not. I don't know. It's a hypothetical situation. I can't speak for it.
Okay. I can tell that you don't like that. But
I haven't liked this whole 10 minutes, to be quite honest with you. I don't like Caleb Williams. I really don't.
Hey.
I don't know him personally.
This is what we're going to double record.
Yep.
We do that from time to time. Are you cool with that? So that little bit of whiskey's going to be for next episode.
Yeah.
As you just did.